Alright, I got another video for you guys. This time it's League of Legends 5v5, and I'm playing Shaco, and I'm jungling as Shaco. So I'm gonna show you my how I play Shaco in fives, because I always jungle with them. And basically at the start, I'm just gonna fast forward this because this takes a while. So I always start at blue buff. You always gotta start as blue buff for most junglers, because you need that mana regen so you can just spam your moves and get around the map quicker, you know, be able to kill people easier, so all that good stuff. A lot of you already know that. So I just throw on a shit ton of those jack-in-the-boxes and quickly just get the blue buff without taking barely any damage. Well, I use a health pot right there just so I can be full when I make my way over to red buff. And they don't have a jungler on the enemy team, so it's I don't have to worry about getting ganked or fighting over buffs rather. So I'm just taking down the wolves right now, and I'm gonna make my way over to red pretty soon. So I make my way over to red, drop down jack in the box, and then always let your jack in the box hit. If you're playing Shaco, the one thing you want to do is always throw down your jack in the box before you hit them, so they attack your jack-in box before it hits you, so you don't have to worry about taking all that damage. Alright, and then after getting both red and blue, you can gank now with them. Deceive, Shaco's move, it's really good. You basically just teleport. It's like a flash pretty much, and you get stealth for like 3 seconds, I believe. So right there, I just easily could deceive through the bushes, so he couldn't see me until I got to him, and by the time I hit him, he was slowed, and it's just easy gank from there, from him being mid. So I'm just mid getting kills now, and because I gotta stay up to level, so I can't just sit in the jungle the entire time. I have to get minion kills too. So I'm making my way up top, but then I decided not to. There was no way I was gonna get a gank on them, and my team's constantly pinging gank down here or whatever. So I go over here. I see that someone puts on a sight ward, and I barely had it, but it stealthed too quick, so I wasn't able to kill that. So I'm down now. I'm up top. It's 2v1 because they don't have a jungler, so they have 2 to our 1. Our Shen is up top against 2, so he's playing really defensive. And I'm just getting down low, trying to get some kills. You want to make sure as a jungler you don't want to die right away, because that loses both your buffs, and it's a lot harder to continue from there on. So one thing that you really want to be careful of is don't die. So if you think that you can't get a gank, don't do it, because it's really not worth it. So I move my way up top, but with Shaco you can get away easier because of his deceive move, so you can try to be a little more aggressive. So I deceive in, or I flash in rather, and then I deceive in afterwards to get the final hit, or Teemo gets the final hit, so we get a kill right there. So I got 5 kills to their 1. So I start to recall, and then I decided not to, because we were gonna go mid really quick, see if we could gank Teemo again. So we start going mid, and he only sees clear at first, so we both get him really low. We're about to gank him, then I'm out of mana, so I have no way of slowing him or getting to him at all. So would have got the kill if I had mana, but my blue buff ran out, so I just run back, farm off these minions really quick. And then after that, I believe, yeah, I think I get recall right here. Yeah, because I have no mana, and I have 1200 gold, so I can get my blood razors and boots so I can move quicker. So, and then after this, I make my way over to the blue buff, because you always want to have the blue buff, at all times if you can, low levels. Late game it doesn't really matter, but. So I get the blue buff again. I probably should have let my clone hit it first, but it's whatever. So I get the blue buff, kill that. I'm just speeding this up, so, because, yeah, nothing interesting about getting kills, or the buffs rather. So then I go in against top. Malzahar and Shen are way too pushed up, and I hit quite hard right now, so we killed Malzahar easy, and then I didn't want to tower dive right there to kill Shen too. It might have been risky. I could have died right there, so I decided not to. And then I sent my clone in just to see if Shen's still back there, and he's not. So I usually use Shaco's clone, his ulti, to just scope areas around the map, and enemies will usually fall for it and think it's you, and then take damage when they kill him. So now I go to their red buff. No worry about like it being taken from their jungler. So I usually have both of the buffs rather most of the game. So then I come down to mid, and right there I wanted to slow it down to show you that the Teemo mushrooms and Jack in the Boxes work really well together. You can basically get a kill on anyone. See right there. Okay, so I deceive in, so he doesn't know that I'm there. He only thinks that Teemo's there. So then, but by the time I get to him, he sees that I'm there, and it's too late. So I flash in and get the last hit and get the kill. So that's the one thing about Shaco that he's really powerful with. You can deceive in, and they won't be able to see you until you're right next to them, and by then it's usually too late because Shaco has slow, and plus with the red buff too. So now I'm just waiting. I'm throwing down Jack in the Boxes. Both sides of the middle, we just put mushrooms down in Jack in the Boxes. So, you know, we basically will see if anyone's trying to go mid or go up. And then my blue buff's like halfway. I probably didn't have to take the golem right there, but I just decided to. So then we all make our way down, figuring we can get a gank because they're really pushed up. No one's down there, so Blitzkrieg starts running back. He's really, really low, so he flashes. I deceive to him, hit him, and then my what is it? The throwing dagger thing. 2 shiv poison, yeah, that's what it's called. I throw at him, souls him again, and then Akai gets the last hit. And then I go back to the jungle. I'm just gonna speed it up. Kill the golems really quick. And then my red buff's almost up, so I throw my clone in there first, so the clone takes a hit. And then it kills the clone, so all of them take damage, and then it's a lot easier to just get the kill on the lizard. So kill the lizard. Both of my red and blue buffs have a long duration, so I recall. I get my Berserker Greaves because I'm playing AD Shaco for my build, by the way. I feel it's a lot more stronger than ability power. I mean, Shaco hits ridiculously hard, which you'll see later on in this video with Infinity Edge, which you want to grab next after Lantern and your boots. So Sona's really low. I just deceive to her and then last hit her because there's shiv poison, and yeah, it's really easy to gank at this moment, especially against a support class like Sona. So I'm just farming out the minions, leveling up. And I decided not to like try to push that tower because I could get a gank mid. So they only see Teemo right now. And then you'll see here, I deceive in, I get him, and then look how hard I'm hitting for. And then he just falls to me flashing in and then hitting him once. And then Shen's chasing Teemo. And he's trying to get away too, rather, and then I pop my ulti, I'm hitting him hard, and then Teemo was stealth by standing still, his passive, and we just take him down easy. Red buff's so nice with Shaco, it's so hard to get away from him if he catches you off guard and you're too pushed up. Just loading the bush back up with Jack in the Boxes. Which I don't upgrade, by the way. I upgrade 2 shiv poison first, and then I upgrade deceive, and then Jack in the Boxes last, because I only use them to like get their buffs. And boxes late game aren't that good because you can't really, when you're like pushing, they're not really good for pushing. You know, you gotta have them like set somewhere, and then they run into them. So it's like not really. They have to be set up, just like Heimerdinger's turrets. Like they need to be set up before like somewhere like against the turret. You can't really like push with as like a damaging move like turrets offensively. Like it's too easy to get away from. And Shaco hits extremely hard late game with just deceive and 2 shiv poison. So I run over. I took Malhazar's blue because I saw that he had our blue buff because it wasn't there earlier. So we ran over to get a gank on him, so I'm able to get the blue buff, and then I just go and get the red buff. And now I'm going mid because Shen is in the middle. And then I don't know if he Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just disappeared. I don't know where the hell he went. He might have popped his ulti on someone. And yeah, he did to Malhazar up top. So there was 3 of them right there. I don't know where the hell they came from. So you can get away like so easy with Shaco though, like just deceive, and you can easily just go the wrong way. Like they can chase one way and go completely wrong, or they'll chase you, but it's still easy to get away because no, it's basically like a flash, and it gives you that much more room from them. And then there's 3 mid, so I'm making my way over trying to get a kill. And I come in, which I just start throwing out like crazy damage. I'm full health. I have all my moves up, my ulti, so they basically did get destroyed right there. I get a double. So I'm fed a lot right now. I have 1,400 gold. I'm 7-0-5. So I'm hitting extremely hard. I can basically kill anyone 1v1, maybe 1v2 even with my my ulti up. So we start pushing mid tower since 3 of them are down. Which, by the way, early in the games I could have pushed towers, but you never want to, like, I don't know, I just hate dying, like all in general. And pushing a tower, I know what happens to everyone, like you want to finish it off, and then everyone shows up and you just die, and it's really not worth it in the result. So I put down my ward by dragon and I go to take their blue. So yeah, I just worry about towers late game. Like the front towers too, there's really no point to pushing them. Like, yeah, you need them down later, but it's not really gonna make a huge difference in the game, like right away. They're not towers that really matter. So I get a kill. I push into their tower with Blitzcrank because I knew that I could easily deceive in, kill him very fast, and then flash out, and Shen doesn't do enough damage where I could die. So I tried to kill Shen, but Malhazar popped up, and then, yeah, I just started running. So I make my way mid. Pretty sure I go for the red buff here. So I pop my ulti, or do I? Yeah, I pop my ulti so I can kill him quicker. Because his ulti is a really low cooldown, and it's always up usually. So I recall, I have 2,300 gold. I grab my Infinity Edge, which is extremely powerful as Shaco since he's critting a lot, and now that they do 50% more on top of what they already do, so. I'm just making my way across the map, seeing where they are, trying to get more ganks, trying to get more fed, and then here's Teemo. We cut him off, he was alone. So he exhausts me, but there's 2 other people, and then my friend Acrylics gets the kill. Which is good too, because the Kai fed is ridiculous, so. Which me and him are doing really well right now. Alright, and I make a mistake right here. I figure, you know, Blitzcrank's really low. I could kill him with my 2-shift poison, but I forget that he has his mana barrier completely, like, just went over my head, so. I take, like, half my health to the turret. And I deceive away from his grip because it was kind of obvious, so get away from the grip because that could have been really bad if I got hit by that. I could have probably died. And now Sona and someone else is chasing me, so they CV right there, so I just run away, you know, no chances. I always use deceive to get around the map quicker too. If you know that no one's around, just always deceive to move around quicker than you can. Teemo's right there. We got a bunch of mushrooms mid. I'm gonna grab the blue buff really quick. So I grab the blue buff. It's basically like flash, so you can get over walls with the deceive too. So now this is what I do here. I send in my clone first. They think it's me because I'm in the bush. They all target me, so they initiate on me because they think they gotta get me down first. But it wasn't me, it was my clone, so it allows my team to start attacking them while they're focusing my clone. They take damage from it, and they all die, and then Malhazar comes in late. So Malhazar comes in late, we basically get a whole team kill, and then they just like, you know what, we gotta surrender. It's I was fed completely. My end score was 11-0-7, I believe, so 11 kills, 7 assists. And I'm just basically fed.